Hello, it's your girl, Honey. So sweet. We're back with Hip Hop Talk, another talk. We're live, 9 p.m. Central Time. It was initially scheduled for 7. We've been having some technical difficulties, like my hair. But anyway, welcome to the live stream. And my goal is to jump on here every day, so we can talk about the state of hip hop. And let me see something real quick. Sorry, y'all. If you get in, you can just chime in. You can call in. If you call into the channel, or actually if you call into to join the live stream and actually be seen, which you can be seen from your video or your laptop or your phone, just send me an email. And I can put the link up, and then you can send me your email, and then I can, link you into the actual live stream here on Hip Hop Talk. Yes, my heart has been kind of heavy. I said that on the premiere show yesterday, and that's what motivated me to jump back on here. And it just brought me back, because I'm seeing, and hearing, like the rest of you all, it's kind of like COVID-19 on hip hop. So it's like so sorry about that. I had that reverb or talk back or whatever. Anyway, but yes, welcome. Before we jump in any further, please subscribe to the channel to show your support. Also, to be able to be on the live stream and to be actually be a guest, to just you can jump in at any point, during the live chat. You don't have to like schedule to be booked or anything like that. You definitely have to subscribe to the channel, and please share on your social medias like Facebook, Instagram, whatever social medias that you do have. And so we can have a real discussion if your passion is like mine in regards to hip hop. So yeah, I have my love for hip hop goes way back, of course. And just it just brings back memories about like even like when Tupac was shot, even though he didn't expire from, or he didn't succumb to his bullet wounds for 7 days. So but and hearing about Biggie getting shot, and all this other shooting, the culture and atmosphere of some of hip hop. So and it's a critical part of hip hop because we're losing a lot of talent. Yesterday we woke up to Boosie, being shot in Dallas. Now we're waking up to another gentleman by the name of, let me see, I don't remember his name right off the top, but my nephew was telling me about him as well. If y'all know, just chime in who it is. Pray is no more. So let me check. Because I think it happened in Dallas again. So it's like, okay, yeah, it was Mo 3 on the highway in Dallas. And then yesterday it was Boosie in Dallas. And I'm like, and then we wake up to another one. It's like, the vibe and culture of guns and hip hop and glorifying the hood. I mean, this is at its finest. I mean, they're really living out their lyrics. And it's kind of sad because, they need to, this type of talent needs to be, here, not like playing out, the actual, end result that happens, in the trenches of the hood, on those mean streets, So again, it's very sad because like Mo 3, I think he was 28, and then King Von 26. Tupac was 25. So a lot of these guys are really young. They're in their youth. And actually, like King Von, I think he was out less than 2 years. So, these are up and coming artists that are extremely talented. And I'm not going to say that they're, of course, it's hip hop. That's where the hip hop culture, is from the Black culture. And unfortunately, it's from that sector that has struggled and tends to be from, areas that don't show a lot of love. And it breaks my heart, because the line that I remember in Tupac is, yeah, I moved her up in the hills, out the ills of the ghetto hood. Me and you, a happy home when it was on. I had a love to call my own. I think about that with Tupac, and it's like, you see King Von with his girl, something doll. Hi, thanks, Taster. Welcome to the channel, and thank you for joining the topic on hip hop. You are appreciated. Thank you so much. I appreciate you showing love to the hip hop game and hip hop talk. And you can chime in, you can chat. If you want to join the show, you're more than welcome. And this little platform, it will grow because I haven't been on here in 4 years. And the 4 years ago, I was actually interviewing a lot of different artists, and it was hugely successful. It's just that I had life changes and then I stopped. So, but you know, hearing and seeing all these different young rappers succumbing to shootings, you know, got me really up in my feelings because I love hip hop, and it has a special place in my heart. And even when, I think I was what 10, 10 years old in '79, Sugar Hill Gang, you know, um, all the different Houdini, that's what I grew up with. So for me, it's like the beginning. When you're right there in the beginning of hip hop, the very like beginning, it tends to stay with you, and it's stuck with me. Hip hop is stuck with me, even like when Tupac used to say, which of course my love for Pac is great, and it is I'm still down. But I think about a lot of things that Tupac said, like because he had an activist, background, and he was like, just don't bob your head to the music, the beat. Also, listen to the message. There is a message, and there should be a message. And in a lot of like artists, projects, and a lot of their body of work, there are a lot of messages. And because I was listening to like my nephew Tay, he actually, told me about I don't want to mess his name up because unfortunately he succumbed to gun violence like a couple of months ago, I think. But FMB Duck, and I looked at a video of his, and it was heartbreaking because he was talking about all the fellas that he knew, and each of one he told about, how they ran together. Kind of like it reminded me of the movie Coolie High, when you have your best friend or you have a group of friends, and someone is, more serious than the other. One is goofy, one may be talented with beatboxing. Everybody has their little thing and their little things that make them stick out. And I think about, you know, um, that's what MB Duck was, playing out in his video, where he was talking about like my homeboy, this dude, he did this, he was good for this, and I missed that in him. And then he would turn over to his other shoulder, like his left or right shoulder, and he would say, my boy, so and so, and he was always down for this, and or he had a funny laugh. We'll never forget his laugh. And it was endearing, to see that. And it just goes to show that there are a lot of lessons that we can learn from hip hop, because there's a lot of untold stories, that don't, of course, make the news. So when it does make a hip hop, track, and it's being a story being told, to me, I find that to be, inspiring. And I find that to be, when messages, and like Tupac, when messages and lessons were taught, you put it over a beat, and people, learn about each other from that, and there's something to be, taught, we teach each other. So, unfortunately, these live events of casualties, this, taking place, with our hip hop artists, especially a lot of excellent talent that's come on the come up, and to see them being shot up, or they're choosing to, just go out in the street or at the club and start, brawling, and then somebody say, okay, self-defense, and let's shoot them. To me, I don't care what nobody say. That is a coward move. Check me if I'm wrong, but for me, I'm personally, because I'm from an era where like Pops used to say in Friday, live to, fight another day, put your gun down, do that fist fight, like from his day. And, for me, it was bittersweet to see, King Von get, you shot the dude in the back. To me, I find that to be coward. It'd be different if King Von was out there with his guns just blasting at everybody in the crowd and someone had to, take him down. That would make more sense to me. But a fist fight and then you shoot the man in the back. So, unfortunately, the young man doesn't get no love from me because, just imagine, let's roll back time and let's just replay that King Von fight that rolled out or was on the side of the vehicle. They walked out the back of the club or the side of the club, walked around the vehicle. He seen Quando Rondo, whatever the guy's name is, and he started swinging on him. And then dude started moving, whatever, took a lick, and they was licking each other off, different licks. And, you give a punch, you take a punch, and, just rewind that moment and just take all the guns away. They just be out there brawling. Then maybe the cops come, maybe the cops was there, maybe the cops don't come. I don't know. But just take the guns out of the equation. I mean, seriously. And then you just have them swinging on each other. And then they go home, lick their wounds, patch their wounds, however they deal with it, take a shower, relax and talk about it, go on social media, blow, steam off, whatever. Maybe jump in the studio and put something, lay some tracks on it. I mean, but at least they're alive to be able to do that. Not, in an icebox at the morgue. So, and then I'm looking at King Von and him spending time with his kids and stuff. It just, to me, is there's kids now with no father. And I have to admit that, I personally don't know why they were at the club at 3 a.m. I don't know if he had a show and it ran late. That happens. And it's nothing against adults having a late show if they're in the entertainment industry. So I don't know why he was at the club. I don't know what was said. I'm not going to profess and claim, I'm not going to also, put the young men down because they are adults. He was 26 years old. And I'm assuming everybody around him was 21 and over. So you do have young adults all together. And the fact that, they're hip hop artists, they're entertainers, celebrities. So in that regards, their jobs can run late. And in that particular business, it can be on a weekend, because they're doing shows. So I'm assuming it was, he's doing a show, or I could safely assume that. And, I don't know what led up prior to, him coming out and confronting. I think the dude was Tay. Anybody, whoever comes in the chat, you can let me know. I can look it up too. I can take time to look up the dude, Quando, Rondo, whatever dude's name was. But, whatever led up to that point, I don't know. And only they know. But I thought was a little bit foul that came on my feed was that I think his niece or sister, somebody posted that the same guys that I guess took him to the hospital, and correct me if I'm wrong, correct me if I am incorrect, that they went straight to his house, I guess after they knew he would expire at the hospital, or they were told he lost his life. They went to his home and according to the camera footage of his family member or members, they said that those same guys that was he supposedly, his friends or, whatever, stole from him, took money and jewelry and stuff from his home, knowing that he was no longer alive. So be careful who you run with. Be mindful who you run with. Be mindful who you call friends. That should be selective, very selective, very carefully. I mean, I know life is a gamble. I know life you got to take chances. I know that for me, you pray on every move, or at least try to ask God for guidance, God for insight. God for that level of ascension, a place of high where you can see. So I know like it's hard to make every single right decision because you won't, because there's things that go wrong and you learn from those lessons and you try to do what's right the next time. But for me personally, friends, that kind of friends, I don't need no enemy if that's a friend. And if they roll and rock like that in hip hop, then you know what is the state. Matter of fact, I don't even think the topic of tonight's show was really the health grade. What's the health grade? What's going on with hip hop? You know, is it a snapshot of what's going on in America as a whole? Because it's evident that we're completely divided. You know, it's obvious we're divided. You know, it's like I don't know. You got Crips and Bloods, you got Republicans and Dems, and then you got hip hop and everybody clowning in it. And you know, the female artists and female hip hoppers seem to be on a chill. I don't see anybody out there. I don't see, you know, Big Lotto, you know, banging on Cardi B, you know, fist fighting. I don't see it. I think that Cardi B did try to jump Nicki Minaj and her and Nicki's security, you know, put a knot on Cardi B's forehead. I don't know. All I know is, you know, I just don't see the females, you know, in an epidemic, epidemic, you know, a crisis, you know, of taking lives. So, you know, as this channel grows and as folks start to come in, hip hop lovers, hip hop fans, hip hoppers themselves, people that's coming up, I would love to understand more. I would love to hear more thoughts, more feelings. You know, leave comment also because this particular live will be you know, posted for later viewing. So if you're not jumping here on live, you can come on later. But I would love to see and hear comments and feelings about the state of hip hop. What do you feel? Like, who's your favorite artist? And what do you feel about that artist? What is that artist teaching you? I love hip hop. I love the message. I love the struggle. I love the pain, you know. But in future shows, we will be talking about content, hip hop content. In other words, their lyrics, their message, because it's just as equally as powerful. And, you know, right now I got an issue with Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion in regards to WAP, because we have young females growing up. And, you know, as a community, we must be mindful of what we put out there for the next generation. So if Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion is WAP, WAP, WAP on the radio, and I see a lot on TikTok and Instagram, you know, the young teenagers and kids playing the song for their parents, and their parents is like, what? Some what? So for me, you know, hey, what's up? Thanks for joining the show. I appreciate you. And if you're into hip hop, you know, this particular program today is in regards to the health and the state of hip hop. So if you have any comments, any thoughts on hip hop, who your favorite artist is, you know, what's the message of your favorite artist? Because right now we're losing a lot of talent, you know, and these parent back-to-back shootings, you know, between, you know, the different artists. I don't know if there's previous beef. I don't know if this artist history, if they're part of gangs, you know, what do y'all think? That's my thing. Like, what is it? You know, I want to know. I want to know more. Like, what's behind it all? Now, as my nephew Tay, he was telling me, he brought to my attention, you know, King Von. And with King Von, I did look up, you know, and do a little research in regards from him coming from what's called the old block, because I know he had a diamond chain and it said the old block. So I'm assuming it came from his block or where he's from in Chicago. And I noticed he said they be banging on us, we be banging on the ops, and something about ops or oppositions. And so I'm not understanding, is it because it's neighborhoods, or is the neighborhoods got gangs in them, or is it territorial, is it turf, or is it just personal? Like, you know, he looked at me crazy and I looked at him crazy, and for that I'm just gonna, you know, bust on him. as they say, or start shooting at them. I'm just personally want to know, where's all this animosity and anger and hate for another brother. To me, I just find it, we should be coming together and supporting each other. It makes my heart happy when I see like a lot of different collabs of different artists, from 2 Chainz to T.I. and everybody collabing, working together, progressing, you know, not tearing each other down, not taking their lives. For me, I think about that every day because it hurts me, because I think like it just brings back those feelings of, Tupac and Biggie, and Diddy commenting on, why Bad Boy feel this way about Pac and his crew, um, outlaws or whatever. And to me, it just brings back all those feelings when I was like in my early 20s, and thinking about, why are we so at each other? Why are Black men at each other? Maybe that's the question I should be asking the Black hip hoppers, the Black males that, and also white males, because there's a lot of white guys and white, our counterparts, our white brothers and sisters that equally love hip hop. Eminem is the type of brother that could chime in on it and find out like what's going on, because I know without question, and check me if I'm wrong, but without question, the Black culture is a very passionate culture. Everything we do, we don't do lightly. We're very passionate. So, maybe it stems from that. I don't know. Maybe we're fighters. Maybe just the culture itself is just a culture that don't mind, whatever they got to do, they'll fight to survive. Maybe that could be it. I don't know. So, but yes, if you are new to Hip Hop Talk, please subscribe and support the channel. This is the second show that I'm doing live. It will record, so it will be playing after the live, so you can check out the show. And also, you'll also see in the feed, the live feed, there will be the show. There'll be another show the next day. So I'm gonna try to do shows daily. So therefore, giving you an opportunity to come into the live chat, as well as check out the pre-recorded, footage of that particular broadcast, this particular broadcast. Also, if you want to be on the show, a part of the show, just send me an email. I can post the link up on the broadcast, and then I'll send you an email. You can come into the broadcast, and then you will be live like me. And I'll split the screen 5, however many ways, and we all can get on. We can all, express our feelings and our thoughts, and just have a platform where you have an opportunity to try to, discuss and hash this out. Also, in the near future, I'm gonna be reaching out to different artists, different hip hop artists, to get them back on the show. I can right now contact Miss Mulatto, which is Big Lotto, and contact her manager and see to get her booked back on the show. Maybe we can get her live, and I'll reach out to, maybe I can get a hold of Boosie, some of these other, maybe I could get him on the show. Maybe, I know Vlad had him on the show and was discussing with him. So that'll give you all an opportunity to maybe have, a chance to talk to these different artists live as well. But again, this platform, Hip Hop Talk, I am back, and I'm happy to be back in one way, but I'm sad because I don't want to, it's like my spirit is being driven to be back on here, which was before Hip Hop Talks. Now it's Hip Hop Talk. So, being, I'm pushed to be back on here because, all these great male artists, hip hop artists, are being shot and killed. And, like my, nephew said, it's like hunting season, it's that season, what's going on, but to me, America is something, it doesn't feel right to me. It doesn't, no one feels love. To me, it's like, where's the love? Where is the respect? Where is, regards for life? Do we not value life? And I just want to see these artists grow old. I want to see their body of work, not at just 20 or 21 or 25. I want to see their body of work at 30. I want to see what they got going on at 35. I want they're missing out on their whole life when they get their life taken, like King Von at 26. So, I want these artists to last. I want them to be lasting. I want to see where their lives go, and and see how they raise their kids and the opportunity. So I hope that like people like T.I., some of the old heads step in, 50, and try to, influence these guys in some way, some shape or form. I don't know. I don't know where you start with it, how they start with it, what they do. Maybe they could have a huge concert and bring all these guys together if COVID-19 don't do us all in. I don't know. But anyway, again, this show is for all the hip hop lovers, all the hip hop fans, and I will do my best and have a team member, reach out and book. Thank you, Emil. To book some artists back on the show, so y'all get a chance to talk to different artists, and maybe that will be an extra incentive to get hip hop art. Once I get the hip hop artists back on the show, to give y'all opportunity to talk to the artists directly, which would be great. And yeah, just tomorrow I will be back on with a different topic about hip hop. I hope y'all join me. Please subscribe now and turn on your notification bell, as well as there'll be a reminder on tomorrow, and every single day there's going to be a reminder on the different topics of the videos and the live streams, actually. So y'all can chime in. So don't be afraid to chime in. Give your thoughts. Let me know what your favorite hip hop artists are. Let me know about your feelings on King Von, Mo3, Boosie, because he just got shot as well. And I think 24 hours ago. So yeah, share your feelings, your thoughts. If you know anybody that loves hip hop, please share. And Hip Hop Talk and your girl Honey So Sweet, and my love for hip hop, and share on your Instagram, your Facebook. Let them know to come and join us so we can have some real discussions, because I don't know if it's a lot of females like myself that are having open discussions, like Vlad and other different guys with their hip hop channels on YouTube, and they're discussing it with a huge group of individuals, not only in the United States but across the world. And that's another thing. Rima's one of my favorite hip hop artists out of Africa, and Davido. I love all of those cats. So I am definitely going to have those cats booked on Hip Hop Talk, giving y'all an opportunity. If you don't know a lot of the African and Nigerian and different African artists, you will get to know them and their music. Davido obviously teamed up, with a lot of different American artists, as well as what's the other cat? He's got a heavy, deep voice. He's a big dude. Y'all know him. I can't remember him right now. I was just playing him about an hour ago. But anyway, thanks for tuning in to the live. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have very little say. Next time, y'all better chime in and tap in. You better tap in. And but yeah, tomorrow I'll be back on. And this particular live will be featured tonight after I end this particular show. But jumping on tomorrow's show is going to be about other different topics in hip hop. God forbid, when we wake up tonight, hopefully nobody else gets shot tonight, so we don't have to wake up to another artist shot. So, because I'm not feeling none of that. Back to back to back to back. They need to do something. We need to do something positive. It needs to be on a positive note. We already got enough to deal with in America, between the politics, COVID, our money being funny, and all of that. So it's your girl Honey right here on Hip Hop Talk. I appreciate y'all for joining me, and I'm gonna get ready to sign out. I've been on here for 30 minutes, and today is my second show. Yesterday was the premiere, and tomorrow we're gonna kick all into this. We can stay on as long as y'all want. As soon as more hip hop fans and more hip hop lovers and anybody that's interested in being on the show, which you all can be on the show, and I want you to be on the show. I want to see some faces. I want to hear your voices. I want to know your thoughts and feelings, especially if, again, you're like me and you love and adore hip hop. But until then, y'all, please share. Please share to everybody and anybody that's into hip hop, love hip hop. And the state of hip hop. We're going to be talking about the health of hip hop. And because I remember Dollar, I don't know, I'm going to close out with Dollar. I love Dollar, and I still love him today. He was shot and killed in LA, and the dude that killed him got off. So to me, I'm like, Tupac, Dollar. These are some cats back, that was look up Dollar. I love Dollar, and that boy could go. And he was based out of Atlanta. I think he was with on Akon's label. I think he signed. But it's just bringing back so many sad memories. And for me, sometimes I catch on a little late because, I'm working. I got to work. So I don't get to, back in the day when I lived with mom, all I listened to, all I was into was music. I was into all the Rhino magazines, all the different music stuff. So I stay on top of things. So now I catch on things later. So if y'all can keep me up to date on the latest and what's going on, hey, you shy? Don't be shy. You're gonna come in, you're gonna join me, we're gonna have a good time, and we're gonna do this. Do you love hip hop, MM? I tell you, I know you love hip hop. So if you love hip hop, definitely jump in. Don't be shy. Jump in. You can be from China. You can be from Japan. You can be from Australia, the UK. It don't matter. If you love hip hop, anywhere in the world, jump in on Hip Hop Talk. And definitely, call in if you want to be on the show, if you want to share your thoughts. And I know there's some passionate, loving hip hoppers that people love hip hop that want to be on here. All right, I am about your girl, Honey So Sweet. I'm about to sign out for this particular show. And please join me tomorrow. It should be scheduled for 8 p.m. If not, it'll be on between 9 and 10 p.m. because I have a second show, which is called Tammy Terrific. Because I don't know if y'all know, my name's Tammy, but I also go by Honey. So my second channel is Tammy Terrific. It's a family channel, but it's flipped. And I flipped it to a dating channel. So if you're looking for love, come and join me on November 20th, which is Friday at 8 p.m. I got it set for. So come in, introduce yourself. If you see somebody you like, you want to talk to them, you want to meet them, y'all can link up, y'all can chat after the show, get to know each other. So I'm trying to put people together. I'm trying to put love. It's all about love. That's the only tattoo I have on my body is a heart on my leg, and it spells love. So that's what it's about for me. It's for the love of it all. All right, y'all. I'm about to sign up out of here. I will see y'all on tomorrow's episode. Y'all have a blessed night. Peace.